Hello again. Today sees the publication of an independent report into the conviction of Lucy Letby by a group of 14 neonatal experts. This has been spearheaded by Dr. Xu Li, the world expert on air embolisms. It will be recalled that Letby was supposed to have killed babies by injecting them with air, and Xu Li's work in the field was used by the prosecution to support their case. Now, the man himself has said that his papers on the subject were misused and that he doesn't think that there was any evidence of air embolism. This really is a sensational development because quite a few statisticians have already said that the techniques of analysing probability and so on in the trial were also faulty. What is disturbing about all this is that the men and women who are now coming forward and putting their reputations on the line in defence of a hugely unpopular convicted criminal are not just random individuals looking for a bit of publicity, but rather experts who are world famous in their fields. They are speaking out because they believe that a grave miscarriage of justice has taken place and that the prosecution case against Lucy Letby was horribly flawed. I was one of the first people to draw attention to the problem with this conviction. On the very day that Letby was sentenced to life imprisonment, I published a video to which I give a link in the description, which was entitled, "Is Lucy Letby Innocent?" This was in August 2023, at a time when a wave of revulsion was sweeping the country, and some people were calling for this young woman to be hanged. I'd already spotted some of the problems which are now being written of in the newspapers. I know this sounds a bit like boasting, but people did say some pretty harsh things about my questioning of the verdict in the trial, and it's good to receive confirmation that I was not a complete lunatic for doubting the young woman's guilt. Something which I'm surprised at is that although I mentioned the case of Dutch nurse Lucia de Burke in the video, nobody else seems to have picked up on it since. 20 years ago in the Netherlands, there was an almost identical case of a paediatric nurse who was convicted of the murder of 7 patients, including babies. She was sent to prison for life. Her first appeal was dismissed. The evidence against her was buttressed by charts showing that she was the only nurse on duty each time a patient had died. Sound familiar? Statistics was used to prove the case against her as well. Lucia de Burke was subsequently exonerated and freed. In the description to this video, I give a link to the Wikipedia article about the case. One thing which was said at the time of Letby's conviction, and I dare say it will be said again, is that the main reason that people think that she is innocent is because of the colour of her skin, and that if she was black, there wouldn't be all this fuss. This sounds mad to me, but I'm confidently expecting to see such views being expressed again today.